back with another bike review, and today I got me a girl's bike. It could be a girl's bike, I guess, if a girl bought it. But it is a 2016 883 Iron from Harley Davidson. It's got just a shade over 2,000 miles on it. And it runs great, man. It runs real good. I'd never ridden an Iron before today. It's actually real comfy. It's quite comfy. And the seat's not bad. It's got a low muscular stance to it, but it's got mid controls. And the mid controls, I'm kind of a tall dude. About 5'11". And the mid controls put my knees right in a spot where I can grip the tank and really just toss this thing. You know, I can really flip it around. Now the handling is good. The handling, this bike handles corners very well. It handles on the road very well. You can toss it around. I think because it's got shorter bars, maybe it feels a little heavy on turn-in. But that's not a big deal. Once it's in the corner, the thing feels planted. I mean, it handles good, and it's not the most powerful bike in the world. But I'll tell you what, man, you don't need a ton of power to go out and carve up the canyon roads and the twisties and have a good time. This thing feels great. I could have a blast riding this. I could see myself owning one of these. And like I said, I'm kind of tall, 5'11", I weigh about 190 pounds, and it hauls me around just fine. I'm cruising around in 5th gear. And now, I'm going to drop a gear. I'm going to hit this turn. I'm going to drop 2 gears. See what I'm saying? You can have a lot of fun on this bike without breaking too many laws. And you could ride this bike if you were a shorter dude. You could ride it if you were a girl. It'd probably be a little bit tall for a girl. Most girls, honestly. Especially if they're my wife's size. She's all of 5 foot nothing if she's wearing thick shoes. This seat might be a little tall for her. But you can lower it, you know, if you had to. You know, and if you want a Harley Davidson and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a good bike. This would be a good choice. It is fast enough. It is quick enough. It handles great. And you can keep up with all your bagger buddies on this thing, no problem. Probably even outrun them on some roads. You're definitely not going to outrun them in a straight line. It's got some little Vance and Hines slip-ons, so it makes noise. You can let people know you're around. Let people know you're around. Let's get up and take a look at this thing. It's got that cool matte finish. We got a little swing arm bag here for you to keep your paperwork in. You can put a little bit of stuff in there. You could probably put a really thin jacket in there, or like a long sleeve or something. Adjustable shocks from the factory, which is cool. So if you're a heavier dude and you want to ride this, you can crank them up. If you're going to put a back seat on it and carry a passenger, you can crank them up. If you're not a heavy person, if you're a, you know, if you're a girl, crank them down, man. Soften them up. Got the Vance and Hines slips here. It's just a cool looking paint job, man. It's a cool bike. You can see that engine shaking in there. But yeah, man, this thing is big enough for a man. Parking lot speeds, easy peasy. I mean, we're talking... Whoa! I spoke too soon. But even so, not a problem. Not a problem, and it's fairly quick, man. Let's get some. Yeah, I mean, it'll get you up to the speed limit. It's a nice bike. It runs great. Runs real good. It feels like it's geared appropriately for the power that it's making. Sorry about that, I had an itch on my nose. Feels like it's geared appropriately for the power that it's making. It runs nice and all the gear. It shifts nice. It shifts with authority. Like, when you shift it, you definitely know you've shifted it. And I mean, you could ride this bike if you're a bigger dude, no problem. If you wanted a smaller, sportier, very much less expensive machine from Harley Davidson. And, you know, people aren't gonna pick on you, maybe. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. It depends. It depends on if you get out on the twisties and you smoke all your bagger buddies with it, then they won't pick on you. But I guess that's all for this bike. It's a 2016 883 iron. Low mileage. It runs great, man. It's comfortable. It's a nice little bike for jamming around on. Be a good commuter bike. I'm sure it gets great gas mileage. But I mean, you can see I'm just lugging it around in top gear now, and it loves it. It doesn't seem to mind one bit. But until next time, this has been Bike Reviews. You guys have been great. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace! I just feel like such a girl on this thing. It's such a girly bike. I mean, look how girly it is with its flat paint and its black styling accents. It's so girly. I can't believe you would ride that girl's bike. I can't believe you would stoop so low as to ride a Sportster as a man. What kind of man are you? I'm beginning to think maybe you just ain't American enough for a real bike. But it's a Harley. It's a real bike. If you're a girl, it's a Sportster, man. It is what it is. And don't let anybody tell you that riding a Sportster makes you any less of a man, because it doesn't. Maybe it does. I don't know. I guess it depends on who your friends are and how cool they are. You may have heard people say that it doesn't matter what you're riding as long as you're on two wheels. Oh, let's see what we got going on here.